Hi everyone! Well, today I'm going to show you how to make this cute cat corn made out of fondant. And well, before starting, I'm going to wait a few minutes for you to come, and I'm going to show you which tools you need to make it. And well, first of all, I would like to tell you that today I'm going to show you also the templates that I use in my web page inside the academy, one like this. Some of you have asked me about it, and how works the academy. So today you can see a little demo of the inside of the academy and the templates that you can find in each course inside the academy. So today we're going to make this cute cat corn, and what you need is a Dresden tool, water, a blade or a knife, ball tool, powder coloring. In this case, I'm going to use it for blush. So a pink tone, or for example terracotta, what you prefer. And for example, you can use also a flower cutter. And well, I think that's it, and I will tell you all the tools that we are using meanwhile. So let's start. First of all, we're going to start with the body. And to make the body, we need 40 grains. So it's advisable to use a scale if you have one to measure the amount. Okay, so now I'm going to put it here. And now I'm going to roll out a ball. And now I need to make a teardrop shape, or a cone shape, as you prefer. Okay, so now I leave it on the table. And I'm going to place my hand at an angle, not straight, at an angle, and move it back and forth. And now, as you can see, the shape is changing. So now I'm going to flat a little using my palm of the hand. No more. Okay, and now this part, I'm going to flatten it on the table. Okay, like that. Oops, I forgot to use CMC or Tylo. And this is too soft, so I'm going to include it now. Sorry. Okay. You can use the brand that you prefer. In my case, I'm using Pancakes. Oops, it falls. And I'm going to use some pinches. Okay, let me know if you have any doubt, and I will try to explain myself the best I can. Okay, so now I'm going to repeat the same process to roll a ball. And to make a teardrop or cone shape. So now I place it on the table again and move it back and forth. Remember to put your hand at an angle. And now I'm going to flatten like that and flatten this part on the table with third turns. Yes, turning. Okay, so now I'm going to use the template. Tomorrow I will share with you the templates in my webpage in case you want to use them and have them, and you can check the size with them and see how easy it is to make it using them. Okay, so now the template is just a reference, so it doesn't matter if it is not perfect. It's just a reference to know if we are in the correct path. So here you can find a line that crosses the shape. So it tells me that I have to cut like that. In this case, it's always better to use a knife with no teeth, or for example a blade like that, in order not to spoil the piece, because the scalpel is too short to make a cut like this. Okay, so now I'm going to leave it on my dummy. And I'm going to take a skewer and introduce it on a rotary motion, always, remember, in order not to spoil the piece. Okay, little by little. Okay, and now I have reached the dummy, so now I can push. Okay, that's it. So now I'm going to start making another piece. In this case, we're going to make the feet, and then I will make the head. To make the feet, we need 2 balls of 3 grams each of one. 3 grams. Okay, more or less. Oh, too much. Okay, so now I'm going to roll 2 balls. And now we need 2 oval shapes. Hi everyone. Hi. Oh, let me 1 minute, because in Facebook they can hear me. You can hear me now? I don't know what they can hear me. Okay, so now I'm going to move it like that. It's quite similar to an oval shape or a teardrop, but no tip. And now I'm going to push and push again. Okay, so now I'm going to check them with the template like that. Okay, more or less they fit. So now, oh, it falls. Okay, so now we need to make, you can see here on the template that we need to make 2 cuts for the fingers. So I'm going to use the Dresden tool, the thinnest part, to draw the fingers. Okay, like that. And like that. Okay, and we need to make one big indentation on the middle and one in each finger. So I'm going to use the big ball tool, the large ball tool, and press just a little, not so hard. Okay, let me 1 minute because I don't know. I have problems in Facebook. Okay, and right now you can hear me on Facebook. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, so now, sorry because of the interruption, but problems of the life. Okay, so now I'm going to make one indentation on each finger, like that. Like that, and now we need to fill them. I'm going to use skin tone, and well, I'm going to roll out some balls, tiny balls, and you need to fit them in its indentation, but take into account that they need fit, but not you don't need to press them so hard. Okay, okay, so now we need a bigger ball for the bigger indentation, and in this case I'm going to flatten it. The amount of fondant, it will depend on the size of the indentation. In this case you can see it is too much, so I'm going to take it out and repeat again using less fondant. Okay, so now better, I think. Yes, that is. Okay, so now I'm going to repeat the same with the other one. It's too big, so it's smaller. And now the same with the others. And now the big one, you need to flatten it. It's too big again, so I'm going to take it out and use less. Okay, that's it. So now I'm going to stick them on the body here. Piece of water and a piece of water. If you prefer, for example, you can bend a little before stick them. Okay, so now I'm going to make the head. For the head we need again 40 grains. And well, maybe the head is one of the difficult part to make, because always when we see a topper, the first thing that we see or we look, it's the eyes. So it's important to get a perfect proportion and a perfect shape. So I'm going to roll a ball again. And now I'm going to push a little. And remember, the template is just a reference. If you are going to use the template and you're going to place the fondant in the paper, it's advisable to use, for example, some flour, in order not to not to get the pieces stick to the paper. Remember, I'm going to take the risk because I don't have flour right now here. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here just to check the size, and more or less it could be. I'm going to flatten it a little piece. Okay, oh, well, you can see it's sticked. Okay, so now the first thing that we're going to place on the face is going to be the nose, because the nose tell us where is the middle. So I'm going to take a tool to mark the middle. Okay, in this line here goes the nose, and for the nose I'm going to roll a little ball of a skin tone ball, and you can flatten it with your fingers. I'm not using water or glue because my hands are hot, so I don't need it. And now we're going to make the eyes. For the eyes, as you can see, they are in a different height. This is the line for the nose, and the line for the eyes, it's higher. So I'm going to take the bone tool, because I think that the size is better, and here and here. If you don't have, for example, the bone tool, you can make it also with the ball tool, don't worry. like that. And now we're going to fill the eyes. To fill the eyes, we need the template will be available tomorrow. Okay, I will tell you when you can download it and you can use it. So stay tuned to the Facebook and Instagram post, and I will tell you how to get them. Okay, so now we make a ball and we flatten them with your finger. Like that. And now the other one. Okay. So now we're going to make the pupils. To make the pupils, we need a black fondant. Oh, I forgot. Here is the camera for Facebook that is not at the same position, and maybe you haven't seen it. Okay, so now I'm going to use black fondant. And we need to stretch it. The thinnest, the better. To cut the pupils, we need a cutter, or in case you don't have a cutter, for example, you can use a piping nozzle. You can find different sizes of piping nozzles, and maybe one can be used to cut the eyes. So now here. And one here. So I'm going to check the size because I don't know if maybe they are too big. Oh no, they are perfect. It's the perfect size. Okay, and now I'm going to flip. It's easier for me to stick them. And now we're going to do the same, but with white fondant. You can use, for example, a silicone brush to perfect the shape. Okay, so now in this case I'm going to use a a piping nozzle. You can use the size that you prefer. In my case, I'm using a number 3 from Wilton, and I'm going to cut 2 dots. One and two. One here. And one here, both in the same direction. Okay, now I'm going to use again the silicone brush to correct the shape. Okay, and now we need powder coloring. And now I'm going to show you how to make the eyelaces. Maybe is one of the most difficult parts um, of making the eyes, because they always tend to fall, and it's important to know where to place them. So I'm going to roll out two small balls, tiny balls, and now we need a teardrop shape, an elongated teardrop. More or less they are the same size. And now I'm going to flatten them a little, and well, I'm going to put some water in the line here where meet the face with the eye. So now the widest part is next to the pupil. We can use again the silicone brush, or if you don't have the silicone brush, for example, you can use the thinnest part of the Dresden tool, but you need to be very careful in order not to spoil the work. Okay, here when you reach the end, you can bend a little. Okay, can you see the difference? The eyelaces, it's quite important because they make a quite difference. And now the other one. In this case, this one is shorter, or the eye is bigger, so I'm going to make it bigger. And now I bend the end to get the same shape. Okay. Hi everyone. I can't say hello when I'm working because I can watch the chat at the same time, and I forget always to say hello. Okay, so now we're going to make the ears, and to make the ears, I'm going to leave it here. To make the ears, we need a cutter. This shape is for the ears. In my case, I'm going to use this cutter. If you have a cutter that fits the shape, you can use it. In case you don't have one, you can cut this shape and place it over the fondant and cut around. In this case, to make the ears, we need to stretch fondant, but not very thin. Look the thickest, the thicker. So okay, more or less like that. Maybe 5 millimeters, I'm not sure. Okay. And now, as I told you before, you can find here a line, so it's telling me that I have to cut in the middle, like that. And now look, we need to make 2 triangles, so I'm going to pinch in the rounded shape, like that, and also in this one. And with the widest part of the Dresden tool, I'm going to make an indentation. You can move it from one side to another. You can, for example, if you want, you can shade the inside, but in my case, I want to save some minutes, so I'm going to leave it like that. Some water, and look, the ears are also are in the corners, not the corners because it is a rounded shape, but you know what I mean. They are at the sides. So one here, and one here. Okay, so now the face is ready, almost, because we need to add the horn and the flowers, but we're going to leave it to make it later. Okay, so now I'm going to leave the face aside, and we're going to make the arms. To make the arms, we need 2 balls, 3 grams each. 3 grams. Too much, more or less. And the other one, so now to make the arms, we need to make 2 teardrops with no tip. like that. And now short touches and soft. And we're going to check with the template. Okay, they fit. And now we need two lines to separate the fingers, so we're going to make them. I'm going to take out this black point because it spoils the result. And now with the thinnest part, or for example the scalpel if you prefer. And now the other one. Okay. So now they are ready. We're going to leave them and we're going to make the horn and the flowers. To make the horn we need just a small ball. You can make it the color that you prefer. In my case I like white. Okay, so we make a teardrop and we're going to flatten the widest part. And this is the horn. And now we're going to make the flowers. To make the flowers, I'm going to use light pink and darker pink. You can use, if you have you can use, oh, I'm mixing black with, oh my gosh, I wasn't watching. Okay, what a mess. You can use a cutter if you have one, a flower cutter, for example, like this one. But if you don't have one, don't worry, because now I'm going to show you how to make your own flowers. It's a simple flower in case you don't have the cutter. I'm going to stretch it fondant, to stretch it very thick. Very thin, sorry, thicker no, thin. The thinner, the better. One flower, two flowers. I'm going to leave it here just in case I need more. And now maybe you know how to make these easy roses, but in case you don't know, it's a very easy way if you don't have a cutter. Okay, so now I'm going to use a blade to cut some strips. You can use a knife if you prefer, or in case you don't have a blade. But always try to avoid a knife with teeth. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the ends. And now look, I'm going to bend like that. And now you can see it's quite similar to a flower, to a rose. It is so simple. You can make some of them and in different colors. Okay, so now I'm going to take the head, oops, and we're going to stick the horn at the top, here in the middle. And now we're going to stick around some flowers. You can stick them as you like. For example, you can add more colors or change them. Okay, so do you like it? And now we're going to stick it on to the body. I'm going to take a skewer and make another tunnel here at the bottom of the head. Always on a rotary motion. Remember, some glue, also on the skewer. So now we're going to stick the arms. Okay, one arm is from the body to the foot. Now I show you the result. I'm going to apply some glue. Like that. And now the other one. The other one goes from the body to the face. Like that. Okay, so now we're going to make the wings and to stick them to the back. To make the wings, we need blue fondant. We need, for one wing, we need 2 grams for one ball, 1 gram, oops, and another gram. Okay. Okay. So we're going to make 3 tear shapes. This is for the 2 grams ball, and now for the 1 grain ball. Like that. I forgot to take the balls for the other wing, so I need to take fondant again. So I repeat in case you have missed it. We need 2 grains for the biggest teardrop. 2 grams. Okay. 1 gram. And another one. So I repeat the process. We make a teardrop. Okay, so now we're going to stick them. So place the biggest one in the middle. And the smallest at the sides. Now you can flatten. Very soft. For example, if you want, you can add some glitter, edible glitter, of course, or for example, powder coloring in order to improve the result or decorate them. But there are no rules. That's what I mean. So you can make them as you prefer. So now the wings are ready. They are so easy, as you can see, and now we're going to stick them at the back. So now I'm going to stick them. I'm going to put some water here, and stick them at the back like this. And now with the other one. Oops, the horn is bended and it is horrible. Okay, now it is fixed. Okay, so this is the result for the cat corn. I hope you like it. I will tell you when the templates are available in case you want to use them. With the templates it's so easy, and well, you can share with me your result if you want. You only need to tag me. And well, if you have any doubt, let me know in the comments, and I will be happy to answer your questions. So hope you like it, and I see you here next week to make some Halloween tutorial. And in case In case you have some suggestion or question, let me know here on the comments or maybe a DM. And well, this is all for today. So bye.